The Trump administration has revoked a waiver that allowed the sale of Iranian oil, after 3 tankers were attacked in the Strait of Hormuz. The move, announced Tuesday, is the latest twist in a conflict between the United States, Israel, and Iran that has dragged on for months. Just last month, the Treasury Department had issued a general license permitting Iran to produce, sell, and deliver oil for a period of 60 days. That exemption marked a major shift in Washington's approach toward Iran, a country that has been under heavy U.S. sanctions for decades. Had it been made permanent, the waiver could have helped Iran reshape its economy by allowing its oil to be sold openly on global markets for the first time in years. Iran has not directly claimed responsibility for the tanker attacks. But its government has long asserted that it holds sole control over the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important oil shipping routes, and Iran has been blamed for similar attacks earlier in the conflict with the United States and Israel. A U.S. official, speaking on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to comment publicly, said Iran's actions in the strait were unacceptable and would carry consequences. The official added that Iran would only see further sanctions relief if it demonstrated good behavior going forward, and said negotiations toward a comprehensive final agreement with Iran would continue despite the setback. The license issued back in June was designed to give Iran greater access to U.S. dollars by allowing oil transactions to be conducted in American currency. It also opened the door for American importers to buy Iranian crude oil, along with petrochemical and petroleum products. This isn't the first time the Trump administration has eased pressure on Iran this year. Earlier on, officials offered temporary sanctions relief in an effort to curb rising global oil prices by letting more Iranian crude flow into international markets. But the administration later reversed course, ramping sanctions back up and establishing a military blockade meant to choke off the sale of Iranian oil entirely and cripple the country's economy. Speaking last month at the Economic Club of New York, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent defended the sanctions reprieve, calling it better for the world. He said any continued relief would depend on Iran making real progress toward a comprehensive peace agreement. This is a very conditional, performance-based negotiation, Bessent said, and we are offering them carrots, and then there are sticks. With the waiver now revoked, that stick has arrived faster than expected. The attacks in the Strait of Hormuz appear to have convinced Washington that Iran hasn't held up its end of the bargain, even as both sides say they still want a final deal. For now, the path back to sanctions relief runs through de-escalation in the strait and continued negotiations. Whether Iran responds by pulling back or pushing further will likely determine how quickly, if ever, that oil waiver returns. That's the latest on U.S.-Iran tensions. Thanks for listening.